think love can make you feel like that?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Are you crazy? Love makes you feel way better than that.
This Thanksgiving, A$AP Rocky spent his time in New York City helping those less fortunate than himself, and he finally confirmed his relationship with Rihanna in the most romantic words ever, after they long denied that their relationship is anything more than platonic. But that changed in 2021, and that's something that this holiday season we are all thankful for. Let's take a look at the hot couple's relationship, but before we get into it, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest celebrity gossip, and also hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's get right into the good stuff now. At the Volunteers of America family residence, the 33-year-old returned to his hometown of Harlem to serve food to the less fortunate than himself. Rocky's real name is Rakim Mayers, and he was born in Harlem but moved to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at the age of 9. He was spotted posing with fans behind the buffet while assisting the organization, which helps homeless youth. He was able to enjoy a Thanksgiving dinner of his own during this shift, putting together a plate and chowing down. He's been in the news lately for his good deeds and most importantly because of his high-profile relationship with Rihanna, who, like Rocky's father, is from Barbados. When they teamed up in 2012 for a flirtatious performance at the MTV Music Video Awards, and A$AP jumped on a remix of Rihanna's cockiness, Love It, fans began to hope for a love connection between the twosome. A$AP Rocky has been friends with Rihanna for a long time, and he even opened for her on her Diamonds World Tour in 2013. A few months later, in his song Fashionista Killa from his January 2013 album, Long Live the New York native paid tribute to his friend with a shout-out. By February, A$AP had been linked to model Chanel and Man. The former couple became engaged in April 2014 but ended their relationship in October of that year. Meanwhile, Rihanna was in a relationship with Drake, whom she had dated on and off between 2009 and 2016. We all know how that went. The pair worked together on a few songs, including Work from her 2016 album Anti and Too Good from his 2016 album Views, before calling it quits in October of that year. At that time, a source told us she doesn't want to be held down. Another insider added, "They'll always be close. It could happen if they end up together, but not right now." It doesn't appear to be happening in 2021 either, as the Ocean's 8 star is still going strong with A$AP Rocky. In December 2020, a source told us A$AP has been very into Rihanna for years, adding that the Umbrella singer kept him in the friend zone for a while. Over the summer, things changed and they were finally able to connect. Since then, they've been together. But they always say that the most successful love relationships are the ones that start as friends. So let's take a look at the timeline of their friendship, shall we? By the end of 2012, after A$AP's father died, the Barbadian pop star offered him her sympathy via Twitter. "My heartfelt condolences, bro," she wrote, adding the hashtag Bajan Blood to her message. The Battleship actress also appeared in A$AP Fashion Killa music video in 2013. Her attitude, Rihanna, she gets it from a mama, the song stated. In the year 2015, the rapper denied ever being in a romantic relationship with his colleague in an interview with NYC radio station Hot 97. He stated it never happened. It would have happened if it happened. That was not the case. That isn't something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to continuing my friendship with all of these women. September of this year, A$AP Rocky attended Rihanna's Clara Lionel Foundation's Diamond Ball, which was named after her grandparents. In the Caribbean, the organization supports education initiatives as well as natural disaster response programs. After many years of friendship, the pair made a stunning red carpet debut at the Fashion Awards in December 2019, reigniting romance rumors, even though she was still with Jamil. Rihanna and Jamil split after nearly 3 years together, according to Us Weekly in January 2020. The breakup between Rihanna and her billionaire ex-boyfriend Hassan Jamil was first reported last week, but no details on what happened or who ended things with you were revealed. In a report published last night, the public finally received an explanation. The two broke up after 3 years of dating because they weren't a good long-term match. Their lives were too different and it was hard to maintain a relationship, a source told the outlet. Jamil is a businessman from Saudi Arabia. Rihanna, of course, is a singer and entrepreneur who also owns 2 fashion labels. It's only in the last couple of years that I started to realize that you need to make time for yourself because your mental health depends on it, she stated. If you're not happy, you're not going to be happy even doing things that you love doing. It'd feel like a chore. I never want work to feel like a chore. My career is my purpose, and it should never feel like anything other than a happy place. I've made little things a big deal, like going for a walk or going to the grocery store. I got into a new relationship and it matters to me. It was like, I need to make time for this, just like I nurture my businesses. I need to nurture this as well. I'll shut things down for 2 days, 3 days at a time, on my calendar. We now have the infamous P, which means personal days. This is a new thing. The Pour It Up singer was also seen with A$AP at a concert honoring his friend A$AP Yams, who died of a drug overdose in 2015. A$AP starred in an ad campaign for Rihanna's Fenty Skin line alongside Lil Nas X in July 2020. That's right, baby, at Fenty Skin is for fellas as well. The beauty mogul captioned a photo of herself with the effing problem singer on Instagram. In August 2020, the two interviewed each other for Vogue and GQ about the beauty industry. In the video, A$AP says, "I think the hardest part about working with you is not goofing off and laughing the whole time. This shit is hilarious. That's the most difficult part. It's just hard not to laugh because we're so cool." Rumors about their relationship had been circulating for years, but they both dated other people until last year. But this time we got proof, as the couple spent Christmas on a private yacht in Rihanna's native Barbados in December 2020, where Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were seen kissing. They were spotted together earlier this month at NYC's Beatrice Inn. Rocky also discussed how his trip to Barbados with his girlfriend gave him a sense of homecoming. "It was insane. Before my father came to America, I always imagined what it would be like for him," the Babushka Boy rapper shared. "And I had the opportunity to visit those locations, and believe it or not, there was something nostalgic about it," he described as foreign but familiar. This romance evolved since they were friends first, a People's source revealed in August. They already knew and respected one another, so it was only a matter of time. They'd laid a strong foundation and loved to laugh and have a good time together before dating, which makes for a solid romance now. Then, in May of this year, he was featured in GQ Profile, referring to Rihanna as "my lady" and exclaiming that she is the love of my life. She amounts to probably 1 million of the other ones. He said, calling her the one, and adding, "I think when you know, you know. She's the one," says A$AP Rocky. In June of 2021, A$AP Rocky expressed his gratitude for Rihanna's support at the Tribeca Film Festival premiere of his documentary, Stockholm Syndrome, which features a cameo by the singer. "It's incredible and I'm truly blessed for real," he said. On June 23, 2021, the two spent a night out together at Barcade in New York City. They were seen wearing their PDAs while playing video games and photos from their date night. The twosome were photographed holding hands and hugging in the Bronx in July 2021 while filming an unnamed project together. The rapper wore an all-black outfit and a baseball cap in the photos, while the singer wore a snakeskin bustier and a leather coat. On Friday, July 23, 2021, the couple posed at Miami's world-famous House of Mac restaurant for a date night. It seems that a long friendship can fruit a lovely romance, don't you think? Tell us in the comments section your thought about Riri and A$AP Rocky's romance. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, hasta la vista.